Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was going to do a combined video for the wrap up and Bookopoly check-in, and then I realized that it was just going to be too much. So that's why I'm doing them separately. I think I will continue to do this each month. That way I can have the full wrap up and I can talk about all the books and not feel rushed, and then I can do the check-in with the Bookopoly stuff, and yeah, you guys won't have to sit through all the reviews if you don't want to. I will link the reviews or the wrap-up of all of these books up above and down below in case you do want to hear about the specific books themselves. But let's jump into how I did in Bookopoly this month. Okay, so in the month of January, I read 9 books, I DNF'd 1, and I acquired 1. So pretty good. I had a really good reading month, as my wrap-up will attest to, because I rated a lot of these pretty highly. So that was an exciting start to the year. So of the 9 books that I read, 2 of them didn't count towards Bookopoly. The first one was the last book in the Realm of the Elderlings arc by Robin Hobb. That one didn't count because I don't actually own it, and only physical books that I have on my TBR count towards Bookopoly. So that one didn't count. The other one that didn't count was Spinning by Tilly Walden, because this was a graphic memoir, and it could have probably counted towards nonfiction, but I decided not to, because the point of putting nonfiction on there was to read more subject nonfiction and not memoir nonfiction. So that one I didn't count towards the board. So what did count towards Bookopoly? So the first thing that counted was an Animorphs book. So this went towards middle grade. I had 3 historical fiction. So the Two Family House, The English Wife, and The Best Polish Restaurant in Buffalo. Those 3 counted towards historical fiction. And then I read 2 science fiction, so they count towards science fiction and fantasy. That was Neon Green and Pilot X. And then I read 1 short story collection, which was The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night. So I acquired several properties, and I will go ahead and show you the board over here, kind of where it stands. And then I only acquired 1 book. So I acquired Pilot X out of my book bath box this year, and I did end up deciding that subscription boxes would count, because I am trying to read all of the subscription box books from the backlist that I have, and so I don't want to get behind on the ones that are coming in this year. There aren't that many coming in this year, but I wanted to count those. So this was the book acquired. It counted towards free parking, so I didn't lose momentum as far as because I didn't read this the moment it came in. I sort of did, but I didn't have to stop counting the other ones, because this one counted towards free parking, and then I ended up reading it before the end of the month, so nothing else got added to my TBR. So in the end, I ended up adding $9.25 to my Bookopoly jar, which I'll show you now. This is my Bookopoly jar, so we're going to call it the Bookopoly Pineapple. And what it is, so my husband gave me this for Christmas because I was having a really hard time finding I think they're called Terramundi pots, where you actually like break it. For some reason in the United States, those are breakable banks are impossible to find. They all have stoppers in them. So I was complaining about that, and my husband went to Hobby Lobby, bought this pineapple, and took his Dremel and made a hole in the pineapple for me to use it as a bank, and then at the end I will just break it open, and yes. So this is my ridiculous Bookopoly bank, but I'm excited to use it, and I'm excited about the part where I get to actually break it open. That's gonna be so satisfying. But anyway, so $9.25 went in here. I did forget to mention that $2 of that did come from participating in a readathon. So I participated in the Winter Biannual Bibliothon, and I didn't finish all the challenges, so I didn't get to add an additional $5 to the jar, but I did participate in the readathon. So I got $2 and earned a railroad. So doing pretty well so far. I did not end up finishing the challenge from my community bookshelf, but I actually started the book before the end of the month, so I'm letting myself roll that card over to February. The chance card was a get out of jail free card, so I get to keep that in case I need it later. That's a really good thing to draw at the very beginning of the year. And yeah, so that's going really well. Basically, if I don't at least start the challenge before the end of the month, then I don't get to roll that card over, and I just would lose the opportunity to add that money to the bank. So that's kind of where I'm at so far. If you have any questions about Bookopoly, definitely let me know down below. If you're participating, then I would love to hear your progress or see your pictures or anything like that. And I will link my initial video about it as well as Elena's down below if you just want to get a little bit more information. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.